Hello viewers, welcome to Hila-P Sports and Entertainment TV. We are still discussing the international scene, what played out now, but right now we'll be going to Europe. CBN, we'll be discussing about what really played out in the European qualification as far as the World Cup is concerned. Now, looking at Hungary. Hungary lost to Ireland right there home by 3-2.
Yeah, it was that game. I think I watched that game.
Okay.
And Hungary, they are second in their group. I mean, Portugal is the first.
Yeah.
And they needed to get a draw, at least a draw, so that they can go for the playoffs.
Yes.
And Ireland needed a win.
Definitely.
And the game was tied at 2-2. I think at a point, Counter Hungary were leading them 2-0 or something. I cannot remember, but I think it was tied at 2-2. I think the last kick of the game.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a supporting one for Hungary.
Yeah, the player that scored that goal.
The Liverpool, Szoboszlai.
Suppose that's Hungary now.
Hungary, yes.
The player that scored that goal for Ireland, I think he scored a hat-trick in that match. What made it very interesting is, like I said, it was I think the last kick of the game.
Okay.
And he got the goal. I mean, there were so many jubilations, and it actually gave Ireland a hope.
Okay.
That they're going to the World Cup. I mean, they've actually lost hope. Even though when they beat Portugal 2-0, I think that's when the hope started building. Because they never expected to beat Portugal.
Yes.
So when they now got this and then defeated Hungary, I mean, if you looked, if you looked at them, supposedly and his fellow players and the fans, Hungarians in the stadium, they were dejected. They were so some of them were crying because this was an opportunity for them.
It was in your hands, you come able to.
They had the opportunity
at home.
They were playing at home.
At home for that matter.
And
okay, now Portugal for the first time without Cristiano Ronaldo, they had to beat Armenia by 9-1. 9-1.
It was a go feast. I mean,
fiesta. It was as if maybe these guys.
It was like a shooting practice.
Somebody told me that they had to. It was just remaining a little. They would have spent Armenia twice in a game because playing 9-1. They have already scored. In fact, how can what word can I use? They demolished them. Exactly. They were demolished. They were trashed.
It was I mean, Portugal already after having Ronaldo sent off against Ireland and losing the game.
Yeah,
it was like a wake up call for them, and they were like,
what you said now. This opportunity Hungary would have taken. Okay. No, we're playing these guys, and these guys beat Portugal. No, we need to wake up. We need to be very careful with these guys, and we are home.
Exactly.
Like what Portugal did now. Armenia, no, these guys are coming to our home. They're going to Portugal, and we need to see. There's no opportunity. They would have any opportunity. Would have any chances or to start saying. That's why even I think immediately they scored. They Armenia equalized. Exactly. But from there, it was now a goal
from one goal to the
other. Okay, Ukraine had to beat Iceland by 2-0. Ukraine right there, I think they did their best. Then France, normally being France, they went to Azerbaijan and they beat Azerbaijan by 3-1. Yeah. Then Serbia beat Latvia by 2-1. Then England, being England, who are they? I think this is the best England qualification so far. Yeah, we have in many years to come. They've won all matches, and so we can say that Thomas Tuchel is doing
a fantastic job.
But there's information that they might end up in a group of death as the World Cup is concerned. Come 5th of that's when the trial will be taking place.
I think it's not no matter the group they find themselves. I don't think it's going to be that difficult because now it's 48 teams that is playing the World Cup, not 32 anymore. So everybody's always going to have
the algorithm is this. The algorithm is this. FIFA wants to have a group of death, and FIFA is contemplating to have the likes of England, Egypt, Italy, and one other South American team. American side, in one group. So it has been smelling. In fact, it has been smelling. No, it has been coming closer. In fact, the speculation has been coming up, and one of them.
But they want to set up the
group that will be able to be they could call this is but normally this kind of a thing comes up. But at the end of the day, England will definitely, because the way they have this, if they can be able to take this form into the World Cup, they will definitely go far.
Yes, of course. With the form they are in, they will go far.
Then I did the CBN. Italy needed the 9-goal thriller to be able to beat Norway, but they went to Norway. They at home. Norway had to beat them by 4-1.
I think Italy since 2006, they collected the World Cup trophy. they've been a shadow of themselves.
They need to sack their manager. Gattuso said something.
That game. But how many of them would they sack?
Gattuso
They've
said
sacked
something.
a lot of people.
The manager,
the
coach said something at the end of that game. The coach said that instead of you to focus on your team, how you're going to be able to say, okay, let's do this. I'm not getting worker. Okay, now like what we are discussing, Gattuso said prior to the game that instead of to focus on how you're going to beat Norway, he not said the African the number of chances they slot they gave the FIFA gave us Africa that is not supposed to be Africa supposed to be only two or three slots.
A very useless statement
from him.
A very useless statement.
A top player
because the way Italy team are playing. How many African countries would they even beat with the way they are playing
at the moment?
He's not even doing any
so it's even better for them. They're not going to go.
It's even better they don't even go because his team is very poor.
Yeah,
the international team at the moment is very poor.
They were.
If they compete in African Cup of Nations, it will be very difficult for them to even beat so many teams.
Definitely.
Currently.
Definitely.
So why would you even come out and start saying talking rubbish, saying things like that? Because to me, it's embarrassing to even hear him say such a thing. Somebody like Gattuso, who has played the game for so many years and who has been in management as well, he's been involved in football for a long while. So why would he even come out and say such a thing if not that maybe he's already seen
that there's no way
it's going to be very difficult for them to qualify.
Maybe they start giving to Africa, reduce the one that is the Europe supposed.
Even if he's giving to Europe, he will not still qualify.
Because the way
he's giving to them.
Looking at where they are,
Africa has nine slots. The 9 direct slots.
Yeah.
Even if they take 5 away from and give to Europe, Italy will not still qualify. Right. They will still have to wait for this playoff, and I don't see them qualifying from the playoff.
Let's continue, my brother. Israel had to beat Moldova right there at home by 4-1. Then Poland rather beat. It was a tough one because in that particular game, Poland were losing at the time. Poland now drew 2-2. Now from nowhere, Poland had to beat Malta by 3-2. Then same thing happened during Czech Gibraltar. Czech had to demolish Gibraltar by 6-0. You know, the Netherlands, Gibraltar. You made that statement. These are the bottom part. These are the minus. Okay, now looking at the Netherlands, Lithuania, they had to beat Lithuania by 4-0. Germany being Germany, they woke up against Slovakia and demolished them. In fact, trashed them by 6-0. That particular game. And Florent, doing the work, can we say that? Because we're coming to that though. We are coming to that because CBN, I don't know what is happening in Liverpool, but when we come to the Premier League review, we'll definitely come to that. We'll discuss about that. Now, Northern Ireland had to beat Luxembourg by 1-0. Montenegro beat Croatia. Sorry, Croatia beat Montenegro by 2-1. Croatia were two go down in the first half. That minute of the first half, they scored 1. Then before you know it, they came back from behind. They came from behind and beat Montenegro by 3-2. Then Romania had to trash San Marino by 7-1. We talked about that. Punching back. Then Belarus played a 0-0 draw with Greece. Then Bulgaria beat Georgia by 2-1. Spain 2-2 with Turkey. It was another, surprising one.
Spain is another team that just considered their first goal in that game in the qualifying. Yeah. So England, they are the only ones that played the whole qualifying without considering.
Now Sweden played a 1-1 draw with Slovenia. Wales now had to trash Northern Macedonia by 7-1. Okay. These are the punching bags you mentioned. Yeah. Then Kosovo played out 1-1 with Switzerland. It's another surprising one for me.
Yeah, it's very, very, very surprising because we expected Switzerland
to be able to beat Kosovo. Then Belgium, Liechtenstein, they beat them by 7-0. Even for me, it's not up to what I expected. I was expecting like 8 to 9 goals.
Yeah, I mean,
like what
Jeremy Doku was everywhere.
Everywhere. See, Ben, that young man is on fire.
Seriously.
Austria rather had to Bosnia and Herzegovina. They played that 1-1 draw. Then Scotland trashing Denmark to qualify. TBN.
Yeah, it's a very shocking result. So shocking to see Scotland blowing away them.
What can you talk? What can you say about Scott McTominay? It's my bicycle kick.
He's been since he left Manchester United. He's been a reformed player. He's been a different player. No, but that's the truth. I mean, he left Manchester United and went to Napoli, and then he won the best player of the year. And now he's replicating the same performance for his national team. So it's not. It's not like I am trying to.
You're quite right because he won the Scudetto with Napoli. And also won the best player.
He was even nominated for the Ballon d'Or as a result of that.
No, you're very right. So Manchester United are really shedding lights for most of these players because looking at what this Rashford is doing in Barcelona. Look at what Anthony is doing in Real Betis. So these guys are really doing well. And now Garnacho, Garnacho has been showing himself in Chelsea
as well. So you can imagine if.
The only person who left Man U now on loan now, and we have not seen him play. I think it should be Sancho. So I don't know what is happening to Sancho.
He has lost. He's in Aston Villa, but he's not. Even his performance
at the time, he was one of your best players. You really admire.
Well, at the time when he was in Chelsea, I think he did well for Chelsea. That 1 year he was there, and Sancho in Dortmund, I think he's always a different player in Dortmund.
Then because of love of money, he now decided he refused to rescind his contract.
Yeah, since he went to Aston Villa, he's not. He has been. I think.
Let's pray he wakes up and do better.
Yeah, we hope so.
Okay, viewers, we'll be back. Definitely, we'll discuss about the Premier League, which is what you'll be waiting for, which we know you have been clamoring for. Definitely, we'll come back and discuss about the weekend review as far as the Premier League is concerned. Thank you for staying with us. As far as the international scene is concerned, we'll be back and you will hear from us. Thank you.